your safety, please stay in the training pod to regain your equilibrium.
All hands, listen up. We're 5 minutes out from Horizon Station. Pilots, this is your stop. You got 10 minutes to collect your gear and get off my boat. Welcome to the frontier.
So, looks like I got accepted into the Titanfall beta. What's up guys, it's Beast Armada here bringing you some Titanfall beta gameplay. And I understand that, you know, obviously you can download the beta now. It's an open beta. But I did actually get a key, you know, from the Titanfall, you know, company, which is pretty cool. Respawn Entertainment, they, you know, emailed me and all that good stuff. And they said, here, you know, here's a beta key because I signed up for it on their website a few days ago. And I actually got the beta key quite a few days ago as this commentary is being recorded. And, you know, I've just been recording some gameplay, just trying to get some pretty decent games to show you guys. And I don't really know what the gameplay standards are. And I really don't care because I'm just trying to have fun and enjoy this game because it's something really new. And I wanted to get my first impressions of the game and kind of let you guys get what I think about it. And maybe you can make your opinions on, you know, see what you think about it. I know a lot of people's been flooding your sub boxes with Titanfall gameplay, so I've been trying to lay off of it a little bit and just upload Battlefield 4 and just, you know, a bunch of other games besides Titanfall. And keep it a little bit different, you know, on YouTube and all that. That's why I held off a few days, by the way, just to not upload Titanfall gameplay. But without further ado, we'll get into my first impressions of this game. So the first thing that I noticed in this game was the movement speed was phenomenal. The parkouring and all that good stuff where you can jump from building to building. It's very fluid, very smooth, very crisp. And I really like that. I think it's really a good aspect to improve, you know, from... they took what Call of Duty did, which used to have really good movement. And, you know, not so much anymore. But we're not here to talk about Call of Duty. But they took a good movement aspect to Call of Duty and they went and furthermore advanced that. They took a mirror's edge kind of game. You know, they made it like that where you could parkour and do all that cool stuff, and it could get you around the map really fast. And you know, they also had these big Titans, as you guys know about that. You know, the big Titans are pretty fun to be in sometimes as well. You know, it can get really hectic, and that's a very fun part of this game. There's always usually something going on. And you know, I wanted to go ahead and express some of the concerns that a lot of people had. So a lot of people were worrying about the AI not being that smart and just being really stupid and very easy, cheap kills to farm, especially if you're a pretty average player and you kind of know what you're doing. To try and abuse it, you know, people will figure that would be an exploit. I'm here to say that luckily they're not worth that many points. I understand that you can still farm them and get a decent amount of points, but really they're generally worth like 1 point for, you know, nutrition, or not nutrition, but attrition game modes. I keep wanting to call it nutrition, but the attrition game mode, which is essentially like TDM. And they're worth a decent amount of points, and you could, you know, rack the points up from killing the bots, you know, because it's not really a challenge. They don't really shoot back, they don't really do anything, and they die pretty fast. So I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty easy to kill them. And the smart pistol is no exception on really easy to kill them with, because it does basically, you know, lock on. You don't have to really aim with this pistol in particular, especially with the bots. A lot of people were also concerning that that was going to be overpowered. Against actual players, it's not, in my opinion, overpowered. Now, it is really good to kill bots, but that's about the only thing that pistol can do. I mean, it's really good for killing the bots, you know, but for killing actual opponents, if you even see the guy, he'll probably die before he even gets a chance to lock on you. So you could probably kill him right before he gets a chance to lock on you with that pistol, because it takes much longer to lock onto the pilots. That's just an observation that I've made just from kind of, you know, playing so far. That's just what I feel. And I have used the pistol a little bit, and I have to say it's a pretty good little pistol, especially if you're just going to go hunt for bots. But as far as just trying to go hand-to-hand combat, you'd much be better off with just a different weapon. I highly suggest the SMG or the shotgun. They're both really good for close range and all that good stuff. Very fast-paced action and all that. Another concern that a lot of people had was, you know, the graphics. Now, look, I don't care about graphics. I really don't. I like the art style of this game. It's pretty cool. It gives me a Crysis kind of feel. The way the art style is, it kind of looks like a Crysis game. Now, I understand the graphics aren't nearly as intensive as Crysis is, and again, I don't care about graphics. But speaking of along the lines of graphics, it feels like on the Xbox One at least, and this is most likely because it's a beta. You know, betas aren't updated as far as the graphics go. You know, the graphics aren't optimized. The game is not optimized fully because it's in a beta, so the frame rate is a little bit lower than what I hoped it should be. And again, that's just because it's a beta. They're probably going to optimize it later on, especially when the game is released. You know, after it's released for the shelves and stuff when the game actually launches in, I believe, March. Unless they, push it back, which I doubt they will. The game is pretty much finished. And, it feels like it's more finished than pretty much any of the most recent Call of Duty, so that's a very positive sign. It even feels more finished than Battlefield 4. I'm not hating on Battlefield 4, but the game did, again, it was rushed. It was 6 months earlier than it should have been. And Titanfall definitely feels like it was not rushed. It felt like they took a lot of time on this game, and it feels really smooth and all that good stuff. And it's a very nice game. It's a pretty fun game. I really like it. There's a lot of fun to be had in this game. I feel like, it's a fresh new start. It's a completely different game. You can't compare it to Call of Duty or something. It's a whole nother game in itself. I know a lot of people wanted to compare it to Call of Duty, but trust me, it's nothing like Call of Duty. It's a whole different game, especially when you play it. So you would have to play it to kind of get your own personal preference and, expectations from it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys, of course, have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next one.